back.
I guess there's
Episode
no
3.
order.
All right.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am your host, Brian Guevara, and I'm here with.
Luis Ortiz, a.k.a. Alexander.
Oh, my God.
And today,
He's
We-
back.
It feels
director,
so good to be. Dude, me and Brian were
actor,
talking before this.
Stan
Do you know
Lee.
how long it's been since we did our first one? Guess.
It had to be during the like about a year.
about a year.
Wow,
Yeah.
you got it right. I would have guessed like 2 years
Yeah.
ago when we
Really?
first did this. Yeah.
I was thinking like 2
I
years
can't believe
ago.
it. We're about
It
to
was about a
complete the
year.
trilogy right now.
Yeah, I
Facts.
know. The 2 episodes we done before this, we talked about, I'm filming the movie.
Yeah.
I'm
writing it,
directing.
yeah.
I know.
No, the first one was like
right after
cast
writing.
calls.
Yeah.
Cast call.
oh, we're gonna do a
I
cast
had
call.
finished writing it and I was
Yep.
casting it. The second one was I just finished shooting. I was telling you guys how I like lost so much weight. I'm pretty
Mm,
sure.
Yeah, that man
no
looks
sleep.
sick.
No
That man
sleep.
looks sick.
I know, dude. And then the last one was now we premiered our movie about 1 month ago.
Today.
Oh, a
Or
couple days ago.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Something like
Oh, okay, damn. So how was the premiere?
It was good. It was good. We had like 300 people show up.
300.
I know, dude. We
It's a lot of
packed that
pictures.
thing. It was insane. It
Were
was
you like walking down the red carpet or something?
Oh yeah, we had it all.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys some pics, man. I got my speech all up there.
Damn, I
let's
could
see.
not talk in front of 300 people. Fuck that.
No, we got like all the like homies out there. This is what it was like in there. The whole theater was full. That's me at the back. I'm sorry to the audio listeners out here. Hold on, wait, I'll take these pictures. But it was like, it was this giant theater. We had like 300. It was this old-fashioned theater too. It was built in the 1920s when films were first beginning to be distributed across the United States for the first time. So Americans were literally watching movies for the first time in history in that theater when it first was built. And that's where we premiered our movie. So,
Dang.
Max's first movie.
So how did you feel, man? Like, like the day of the premiere, like.
it was insane. It was really, I mean, you went to Justice League, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it was as good as Justice League because I had like an exam the next day. Like it was still, it was spring, so it was warm, but it was still, it was still in that transition period where I'm like a guy who likes it super hot, you know what I mean? Like it is outside. I like the summer, and it was, it was springtime. We had an interesting release date, that April 23 release date. But it was really cool at the end of the day too, The whole day was just getting ready and working, getting, the system set up. But honestly, I'm more interested in what you guys thought of it. Did you get to watch it, Luis?
Yeah, I watched it,
Are you
bro.
sure?
All right.
I swear to God.
I feel like this man's lying
How-
to me.
it's
Did
Max.
you do your homework?
Of course I did. Ask me any questions.
Alrighty. Let me think of a question real quick.
Because
What? Okay, so what did the.
Hold on, wait.
what did the
First.
kid- oh,
Yeah,
wait.
first,
There's
just
many
say what
kids.
you just thought. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Oh,
what
yeah,
did you
okay.
guys think of it? Be honest. I want 100%
you want to go
honesty.
first?
You can.
Okay. At first,
All right. Be honest.
I
You
like.
hated it.
I like. No.
Okay.
I like the phone calls.
All right.
It kept me interested, especially when you first hit play. You hear the phone ringing, ladies talking, people, asking questions. Like, ooh, okay. While you see the white guy, no offense, my boy, walk around, the campus and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought I had it. I thought I knew who did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, I thought I knew.
I think we could. It's fair to say this is an open spoiler discussion, right? I think
Okay,
we can
we
talk
we
about.
can talk about it now.
Why not?
I
Yeah.
would say the person's, the girl, right?
Spoiler alert.
the
Yeah.
baddie.
Oh, the
Kimmy
girl.
did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kimmy.
Kimmy.
That's why you can't trust these females. You feel me? She was like,
For real, she was
she was like,
seducing him.
for real. She was like, I want to kiss next time. Huh?
He's
I
like,
would have folded. I would have folded. I would have folded. No cap. I would have
Yes, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
I gotta take all these sound bites and just send them to them. That's so funny. Great review. Okay, what else?
I was gonna say the one thing though that I did not expect, and I was eating also, was when the professor, you know, just like vomited everywhere. I was like,
that was also out of nowhere. I laughed.
So good. Yes.
I was eating. I was about to be like, damn, I'm about to puke too. Like, look.
Did it look good? That shot took so long.
How many throw-ups?
My editors, we did that. We did it like from a different angles, probably like 5 times. You know,
a lot of cleaning up.
Oh yeah. We put a giant tarp down on the floor and everything like that. We had our 2 vomit engineers in the credits. Shout out Quinn and Ollie. But to be honest with you, my editors kept telling me to cut it down further because, you know, he really, I mean, it's cartoonish how he spews that out. And that's what I love. My editors were like, you know, Jonathan, who's the lead of the movie, and then my assistant editor, Brody, were like, cut it down. It looks, you know, it's too much. People are going to like, it's so hard to watch because it just right out of there, you know? And they kept trying to get me to cut it down.
I'm not going to lie, it was out of nowhere, too.
But did it make sense? Let me ask you this.
Because he was sweating. And
I saw the sweat, and he coughed once, which is, I was like, oh, regular cough.
And then he, you know, started slowing down his words and everything like that. And I was like, is this
Something's
man going to, like, die? Because I thought this man was going to, like, just die, like, on the spot.
Did you think he was poisoned?
Yeah, I thought he was poisoned.
Okay, that's the whole idea, yeah.
Because you had the camera, you know, like, how it was showing the bottle and him. And I was like, oh, is this how he's going to die? Like,
oh, yeah. That was interesting how you showed the bottle. I thought it was just, like, for effects. I didn't know it was poison until, you know, the big dude.
Okay.
Was
so
like,
what did you guys think? Like, did you see it coming in the end? Did you know Akemi had done it? Or were you caught completely off guard?
I thought it was a drug dude.
I thought it was the best friend.
Because it was weird. It was like... At first, obviously, I didn't know. I needed to get to know the characters, but when he's staring at the sunset or sunrise or whatever all by himself, I was like, hold up, why is he like this? Why is he acting like this? Why is he confused, exercising and stuff? And it all makes sense. And that one scene when he's like talking to Professor Black, that's a funny scene. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I liked it. It was funny as hell. Hey, what'd he say? You're not gonna fuck me over, you son of a. That was funny as hell.
You know, that one wasn't supposed to be funny. I won't lie.
Sorry.
No.
It was just funny how like
trust me, guys. When I say people have been like, people have said,
it's like
people have told me,
you're my bitch. Shut up.
It's like, you're not gonna blackmail me.
Yeah.
People have told me that this movie is like utter garbage. So anything you guys, I promise you, anything you say, I promise I won't get my feelings hurt. I can take it, dude.
I mean, yeah. If you can take critic like that, hey, hands up. You know.
Of course, man.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
But people will fuck with it. Trust me.
Okay, cool.
Sincerely, I'll fuck with it.
See, I'll be honest. Now, you're not supposed to, you know, say what went wrong, but that scene we shot in like probably like 2 hours on like no sleep. That's when I wish I probably could have done a little bit better.
Just you or like the whole cast?
Well, me, Samaya, the audio girl, Emily, shout out, and you know us, the Professor Black and Roman. But yeah,
made sense why he sounded so aggressively. Like, I'm trying to get some sleep. You know what I mean?
I won't. Hey, I would say though, who's the actress for Rachel?
That's crazy. Oh God,
I ain't saying
nothing. All right. No. I'm just kidding. That's my good friend. Well, she's an actress. She auditioned. Every girl in the movie actually auditioned for Akemi. Yeah, the obviously Anna's role.
So I got a question on that.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So when should we just start going into questions? I kind of want to hear what Brian has to say.
I don't
first.
know
about what.
It goes with that.
Yeah.
So when you're cast calling, does it say, "Oh, the murderer, Kimmy," or do you just let them find out by themselves?
I think you give them and a project this small, I would just gave them the whole script and I said, read it, and then.
So they already know
the character that you want. Obviously, everyone picks the lead, right? They want to audition for the lead because they want to be the lead of the movie. But, you know, if I were to redo it, I would have cut the ending. I would have cut it right before, you know, they reveal the murder, and then I would have handed out the script and, you know what I mean, did the auditions that way. But, yeah.
Interesting.
What do you think, Brian?
About the movie?
Yeah, what do you think? I'm ready for your review.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I got this right. Okay, dude. But it'd be like I fucked up. Okay, so how I feel about the movie? Oh, man, so many emotions, and I'm just like, damn. I would say though, it did really get me guessing.
Okay, that's good.
Because I honestly thought it was either gonna be the big dude,
Okay.
or like I thought who's acting dumb. He was gonna be like
You
was
thought it was
just
gonna be
telling
like
the
a
truth.
Scream, like a scary movie, doofy kind of thing.
Yes,
Okay.
basically like that. That and then it was for me. It was 50-50 on, or more like 90% sure that the best friend wasn't
Okay.
the murderer, because I was like I was like making it too obvious.
Right.
That like making him look like he's the one that did it. He's getting blackmailed, or he's blackmailing the professor.
Mhm.
I thought it was just gonna too obvious, too easy, I would say. But then as soon as when they caught him in the corner, when he ran away from his friend and
Yeah.
Kimmy, is that her name, Kimmy?
Yes.
Yeah. That's when I was just like, oh shit! Actually, the motherfucker did it.
Yeah.
And then until they got in the, when they ran up the stairs to chase him and something like that, and then Kimmy was like, I saw you, you were there. And then
So what was your expression when you heard that? Were you like, did you know immediately? You were like, oh
yeah,
shit.
that's when I was like,
So in the theater, it was great. At the premiere, that happens, right? The whole theater goes, I swear to God, bro. It was like, oh, like it was like we did it. You know what I mean? Like we landed
Yeah.
it. It was really cool. And then the whole thing, the bass boost, the sound was just blasting you in the face. What do you guys think of the score and the music? Because obviously everything was made by us, right? The score, we all did all that.
Y'all killed it with the music.
Really?
It's fire.
I need
was
the
good.
musician's advice. You know what I mean?
It was fire.
Okay, cool.
I liked it.
everything was good. I liked every sound effects you guys had,
Awesome.
especially the chasing scene.
I heard, that was one where I was like, chasing scene is cool. The music is cool.
Which one though? Which one are you talking about?
You're talking about the one where he's running after Ben, the nerd, right?
Yeah, he's running after the nerd, after like the fake sheriff.
The fake cop.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, yeah, the music's cool. It's whatever. But then people were like, can I have that music? Because I want to, like, listen to that. And I was like,
It's
really?
fire.
You think it's that good? That's crazy. Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the railing things. How you how it was passing
Yes.
the rails.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, yeah, this looks like fucking John Wick type shit, or like some type of action movie like
Right.
that. I was like, this is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. But I was gonna say for the characters who I thought it was, I kind of thought it was gonna be Kimmy, just because like how
Fair.
like in the beginning, how she just like went up to him and was like, it's like, if I was someone that did that, I would also like go up to the person interviewing the people and be like, hey, when is my interview? When is it my
Yeah,
turn?
yeah.
That's when I was like, that's what I would do if I would
Yeah.
have killed somebody. So now I know not to do that if I
Yes.
kill somebody. But then whenever like, especially the part when like she was trying to like seduce him and stuff like that.
Yeah, what do you guys think of that? Be
I
honest.
was like,
I thought she
ooh,
was just trying to get,
get
some
some
dill.
dill. Yeah.
Honestly.
So
That's
in
why
the
I said
script-
I would have folded.
Let me say in the
I would've
script, it's
folded
not. In the script, it's not really clear if she actually likes him or not. You know what I mean? Is she just playing him, or does she actually like sort of have feelings for him? You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought she did have feelings because
Right.
whatever they took her away, she looked back at the good
Exactly.
guy. And I was
So,
like,
Anna did this thing on the day where it's that shot from outside the blinds in the classroom, and you know what I mean, you cut to the wide, and Nick walks out the door, and she takes the number that he wrote, on her hand, and she clutches it to her chest, and it's like, oh, she actually does, you know what I mean, like Nick, and it's really interesting. So that's something that Anna added, and then we sort of added that line at the end. Where she goes, I thought we were more than, and then he cuts her off. You know what I mean? He's like, you did this, bitch, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Wait, so the only thing I wish though,
Mhm.
about the movie was, I feel like you guys should have done like more background for some characters.
I really agree too. It was a little short, wasn't it?
I got a couple of questions.
All right, should we go into the Q&A time? Should we go into Q&A?
No, let's talk about it. We can save that in the
I
end.
think, a couple 30 minutes on that bad boy wouldn't hurt. You know what I mean? A little 30 extra minutes to
30
get to
minutes,
know
yeah.
Kimmy, to get to know, all the characters a little bit better. But
Because how long was it? Like 50 minutes long? The
It
movie?
was
An hour.
No,
hour
'cause-
and
but-
two. Yeah.
No, but I don't. But not with like the credit scenes, stuff like that.
It was like an hour, flat hour.
a
yeah.
flat hour. Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what were you gonna say? But
Well, I have a question, but it's not like it's
Go-
related
go
to the
for
movie.
it, go for
but
it. Mm-hmm.
nah, it's not the moment right now. But
I
don't.
Come
I
on.
don't want to.
Hey, now everyone out there is
I don't
going
want
to
to
be
lose it.
thinking.
I'm gonna say it, but later.
All right, go
just
ahead.
Write it down on your phone. I don't want you to forget it. Write it down on your
Nah, trust me, I won't forget about
phone.
this one.
I feel
Uh-oh.
We're not snack.
For the people who are audio listening, Luis just gave me a big wink. So, okay. So, all right. What else? What else do you guys think? Let's break down. So, what do you think of the acting? Was it all right?
Yeah, I liked Nick. What's the other guys? The sidekick? Roman. I fuck with him.
Who's your guys' favorite character? May I ask?
Rachel.
And all she did was
Look back.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
So a problem that we had with it's good that you guys know the names more or less. You definitely know Rachel's name, that's for sure. You know Rachel's name, but
Can you
we were
introduce me to
doing
her?
test screenings and no
No?
one knew the
Okay.
characters' names. By the time we were finished with the movie, they were like, "So who the lead, whoever the lead was." So I was like, "Nick, come on now," you know what I mean? I was trying to like remind them of the name, but that's funny that you like knew Rachel's name off the the beat, man.
Hey man, I fell in love. It was like right on sight.
She
I
was-
was like,
he was like what?
Do you see why Nick can't stop thinking about her? I mean, you get it.
It makes
I
sense why
get
he
it.
didn't fold. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
okay. Too
But
bad
I-
she died though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I liked how you didn't really.
go into that.
Yeah, but somehow people know what happened to her.
Isn't that sort of interesting? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was super underdeveloped when I put the movie out, but it seems like people got it 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's better than just being like,
Yeah.
oh, she killed herself.
Yeah, you should have definitely showed like a flashback of Nick finding her
Mhm.
and stuff like that, having like an emotional crying scene.
So we wrote a comic book before the movie takes place, and you know how Nick has like solved these robberies or whatever. So we wrote the comic book about him solving the robbery, and in that comic book, it starts with him in the hospital. Rachel just got done whatever she did and was in a coma.
Popping pills.
So what's her backstory? Like, she a drug dealer too?
Well,
She was a
the idea is it
addict.
was more of a suicide thing where she took a bunch of
So-
pills and
so
then
she
went
was an
out for a
addict.
drive. No,
Mm.
she wasn't even an addict. She was just like, it was they
College
were in
girl.
high school, college, yeah, she got like really depressed or upset one day. And again, I have mythology and backstory to all of these characters.
Okay.
So if you want to know anything,
Yeah, let's do it.
Um,
Rachel's backstory. Let's
so
do it.
Rachel's backstory. So she gets in the car. She, gets in the car. She's taking all these pills, and she goes out for a drive, and then, inevitably gets into a car crash. And then Nick is in the hospital with her, and for months. And at the beginning of the comic book, Nick is with Rachel's mom, and they suggest taking Rachel off life support. And then he solves this whole mystery, coming back to Rachel hospital room every now and then. And at the end of the story, they take Rachel off life support, and Nick hugs her mom, and then he walks down the hallway of the hospital, towards a window with the sunset coming through, sort of. And that's the last image of the comic book that we never put out there. And that sort of tails you into Who Murdered Professor Black the following year. So I guess, they would be in college when that happened.
Okay, but
So do you plan on doing like a because you can't say who killed.
Brian Gavari.
I mean, like, if you ever make like a sequel,
Right.
what would it be? The title be, or like?
So if I were to do a sequel, did you guys understand the genre? Do you understand by the end what the film noir sort of meaning was? Did you get that? So really, the film noir aspect has like, there's the oh geez, why am I forgetting the name? Basically the woman who is the traitor. I always forget. But that's obviously Kimmy, and then like you got the spinning fans, the slow spinning fans, the long trench coat. You have
Sherlock
the
Holmes.
black and white, the really stark contrasty colors and lighting. And that's sort of what he evolves into at the end, almost like a Batman, I guess.
Oh, he does
or like
have
a
yeah,
Sam
yeah.
Spade, or a Humphrey Bogart, type character at the end there. And so it would be like him as like a stiff, stern detective who's like been beaten down by the system, you know what I mean? So it's almost like I wanted the idea as it goes from a comedy into a drama at the end. That was the idea of the movie, like tonally.
A comedy into a drama.
Yeah.
You
And
did start with
for
a
a
comedy.
while there,
I thought
we
you
didn't
said it
think we
wasn't-
pulled it off.
I thought you said it wasn't meant to be like funny.
Oh, a lot of it was meant to be funny,
Right.
yeah.
Like
Like,
the-
obviously, the
the
Winston
walk?
stuff.
The walk about the Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah, for
that
sure.
was meant to be funny.
A lot
But
of
I
it was
guess-
meant to be funny. Even the vomit to a certain extent. A lot of Roman's lines, you know what I mean? The Ben character, I think that the Ben character is hilarious. He's just such a big-ass nerd.
Damn.
Doing his hair in the mirror and stuff like that. I think a lot of it is funny. And the idea is to take, a regular college student and then evolve them into, with this negative character arc, like almost like a...
Bruce Wayne.
I guess, sort of, yeah. A very
Yeah.
like broken character, and then obviously with the aspect of, criminology to that.
So sequel? Question mark.
Sorry, I didn't even answer the question. Yeah, I guess no, probably not a sequel. But if I were to do a sequel, it would be Nick in like 15 years after he's graduated, and he's in the slums of Chicago or something like that, solving mysteries.
okay.
Yeah, like a really dark murder mystery. And I'd go full noir there. Maybe the whole thing in black and white, because you notice you go into black and white at the end of the movie.
Okay.
I don't know.
Rachel better be in there.
Rachel, see, you think
15
at the
years
end-
later, he's still stuck on Rachel. I don't
Hey
know.
man, some guys be like that.
I-
Some guys be like that, man.
Speaking of which, Luis, you got a girl?
yeah,
what
Luis.
the fuck? You set him up to this. You set him up to this.
So,
All
what's
right,
up
we're
with-
talking about girls. Max.
No, don't change it yet.
Don't change
Don't
the
change the
subject.
subject.
Come on.
That was
no.
my question,
No,
though.
I'm sorry.
It was
no.
part of my question.
I know it was a question. No.
We'll save that. We'll
We'll-
save the Q&A till the end.
Are we? What are we on right now? Are we still in the movie? We still
Luis's
on the?
girl.
It's
All right,
Oh, it's on
all
the movie. It's on the
Okay.
movie.
All right.
So
is this your
basically-
question?
Yes, this is my question. I was gonna ask. Since you
okay.
asked about my girl, I'm gonna ask about. I see.
Where is this going?
In the scene of what it seems like a dining room or a restaurant.
Oh,
you know-
see, okay, this was filmed last. That was filmed like a year ago. That was filmed April of 22.
Right.
So if that answers your question.
So that wasn't you couldn't able to
Crop that
cut
out
or anything like that. Oh
I
shit,
think it's
we gotta
part of my
reshoot
history,
this scene.
you know what I mean? I
Well,
think
I don't-
Exactly.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
the scene?
It is more in the background scene.
She's an extra in
Yeah.
the
Who?
Lex.
No, I know who you're talking about. I just should have. Like, was it
Yeah.
both of you guys in the back or just her?
No, just her. She was
Oh,
there
just
for.
well, she
you
was
know.
like, I don't want to be in the fucking film.
Ooh, what if she
No.
sues you?
Oh no, she went to the premiere. Me and Brian were talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all cool.
Yeah, we're cool.
They're cool. Ish.
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 Okay, hey, respect. I'm not cool with none of my exes because
Fuck that.
but I'm glad y'all,
So
able
was
to-
that your question?
That was my
huh?
question.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Now let's go into your love. What are you thinking?
I'm
Luis, you got a
thinking,
girl. You got a girl.
I'm thinking I got a little something, something. You feel me?
Ooh.
I think I
Okay.
do. I think I do. I don't know. Only time will tell. Brian, you got a girl?
Nope.
Minnie?
Minnie? Nope.
Last date? Yesterday? Tuesday? I don't know.
Today is Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, it is. But anyways, back to the movie.
Okay. Yes. Back to the movie. Do you guys have any more questions?
Oh, we got a ton.
Alrighty.
Off the top of my head. Oh, yeah. So, were you always supposed to be the hacker? Or like...
Did you like that? I
Yeah.
was a nerd. So it was either between that or the character who Garrett plays, Jared Bridges, who's the kid in the classroom who's on the computer, and then they go and they interview him at the basketball thing. I was either gonna play him or Gary. But I opted to be Gary because I wanted to be behind the camera and film all the stuff with Professor Black. I didn't want to be doing all that stuff, in costume and having to make
Right.
Samaya call action and stuff like that.
Because you already dressed like a hacker, so...
Exactly, right?
I mean?
I'm already dressed like a computer nerd, right?
So, how
So
was
I
that
pulled it
taco?
off.
How was that taco?
Me and Roman went to go get a taco at the end, and it was pretty good. They didn't have any tomatoes, unfortunately,
Damn.
so I had to sub those out for peppers. But You know, it was a good taco. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you hacked it up. You know what I mean? Here's my question: why did
Yeah.
Roman, chop up those
The security tape because he was there. So after he slaps or Professor Black slaps him, he has to go to class, right? Because
Right.
he's in Nick's class, the afternoon class at 1 p.m. So he goes to class. He walks in the door, and you see the flashback. He walks in the door, and he goes, "Man, fuck this shit. I'm not sitting in class with this guy the whole time who just slapped me this morning." So he walks out, but he got caught by the security footage. So he had to cut himself out of the security footage, even though he didn't even go to class. Does that make sense?
Yes, but my question is why wouldn't he want Nick to know that?
Because they were already too deep in, man. They had been talking about this for a week or two, and Roman can't just be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, the morning of the murder, Professor Black slapped me and I wasn't in class."
Oh,
You know what I mean?
so I guess it's even though, because Nick didn't tell him about the money,
Exactly.
so they're even.
They all have their little flaws that
Right.
goes on to show, that
Secrets they don't tell.
exactly.
Secrets that they don't tell, which
Yeah.
we can relate.
Yes.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I murder your dad.
What did you guys think of the ending? Since we are in the spoiler, what did you guys think of the ending? When
Are
the
they
whole
still
thing.
friends?
Oh yeah. They're still friends. They're lifelong friends, so they'll always be there for each other. You know what I mean? At the end of the phone call, you know what I mean? He calls him and he's like, "Hey man, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Why did it take till December for them to,
To talk again.
Yeah.
That's when they happen to see each other. After Roman cut himself out of the security footage and left the note in his car and all that
By
stuff,
accident, though.
he was like,
Was it an accident?
"Oh yeah, of course that was an accident. Yeah, maybe not for me, the director. I wanted the
Right.
plot to be, I needed Nick to find out that
Yo,
the
your
whole
best friend sells
situation.
pills.
Exactly. But after that, Nick was like, "Forget it. I'm not hanging out with this guy." And then 3 months go by, and he sees him in the library, and it just kickstarts it. The whole desire to do the investigation, right? And he talks to Akemi. He goes to Akemi. He meets her at the union. He says, "Look, I got to do this, man. This is gonna eat at me forever." And then they go and they talk to him, right?
Any questions, Brian?
I don't have any top of my head right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but like, what would you have done if just say either one of your main characters had an accident or something in real life situation?
Oh, that's the problem, man. Anything could happen. My car could break down, and we wouldn't have the car for the rest of the movie, and then we'd have to either reshoot all the stuff with the car. You know what I mean? Or something, or say he got a new car in the middle of the movie. There are 1,000 things like that could happen. And that's the problem with doing giant ensemble pieces too, is that you're dependent on all these people and all of these little things, all these props, all these tiny little things that could just F up your entire movie. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Luis, I was gonna say this too, because
Oh my
whenever I
God.
saw your scene,
Oh, our scene.
your scene,
Mhm.
the when you said
Yeah.
that one word, I forget what it was.
Obituary.
Obituary,
Yeah.
yeah.
See, I wanted to give that line to Brian, but he didn't want it.
I was like, fuck no.
What do you guys think of your guys' part?
I liked it.
I mean, hey man, as long as I don't gotta say anything, I'm good.
I was just watching myself in the background.
Yeah,
not
me too.
making sense. Like,
Yeah, I was.
If I were to go back, I'd maybe have you dial it down just a little bit. So you were more subtle with it, but you were
Yes.
really
it's because I was low-key for real talking to Brian.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what you trying to eat after this?
yeah.
But, yeah, you're right. It was very distracting, maybe.
No, and it's only because it's you. You know what I mean? If it
Yeah.
wasn't you, you wouldn't be looking at it.
Yeah.
You know?
I was
But
looking
we
at
could have made it more
everybody we
discreet.
knew.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
know-
your
I was
watch
like-
though.
My watch was glistening.
Yeah, I know. I was like, Luis was wearing too much
My
bling.
rings too, right?
Yeah,
my
you're
rings.
wearing
You
too
had
much
that
bling.
bro. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
I was like, this is a criminal justice class, man. How
For real, what
all
was
that
he
bling
doing?
bling is getting distracted? You know.
Hey, but Max said just dress up like a college student, and I did.
That's true.
Or props.
But
I was kind of confused too, cause the movie was also giving me a old school vibe, but at the same time every
Old-
modern, an old
Yeah.
school
Yeah.
vibe. But then at the same time, then you got people, you got like laptops and stuff like
Mhm.
that. I don't know. It was just like, I was,
Are you talking more about like the flip phone that he uses,
uh,
Professor Black, or like what? Give
He
me
didn't
some
get that.
particulars.
Like the attires,
like just
Chucks.
like basically like the clothing and
okay,
like the way how people would like do stuff. I guess also like I don't know, 'cause I have never seen. I mean, to be fair,
hit me,
though-
hit me, hit me.
To be fair, though, I've never been to the library, but I thought, you know, when they were at the library, I was like, why the fuck would you be at the library? You're
Oh,
using your
yeah.
laptops and
This
stuff like
is-
Makes
that.
sense, but hey, he's a detective. You
He's
A
know?
a
lot of
detective,
people
yeah.
go to the library in Bloomington. A lot of people do.
For real, Brian. Come on.
Hey, man, like I said,
How'd you
I don't
get
go
that
to
private, though?
libraries.
Just no one goes in the summer. You know what I mean?
Ah,
We shot in the
makes
summer.
sense,
No one
makes
goes
sense.
in the summer.
Makes sense.
So
Good
is
to
there-
know. Good
Is
to
there
know.
any scenes that you had to do that was more towards the end, but it was for
You
the
want to
big-
hear something
yeah,
crazy?
did
So
that
a lot of
soon.
the movie we reshot, not because just because I want it to be perfect. We reshot the Winston scene. We reshot the whole ending, but that was for a different reason, which I'll tell you about. I'll get into that in just a second. We reshot some of the track stuff. We reshot. Even
why the track?
the whole murder we reshot actually.
While the track scene.
Just because I wanted a couple more different shots of him looking at that graffiti and stuff like
Mm.
that.
Did you
the
guys make
ending-
that? Or y'all just found it like that? You know, like, ooh, that's good.
We found it. Yeah, that was something I saw my freshman year, and I wrote it into the script.
That's fire.
But the ending. So let's get into this. So the ending of the movie, in the first draft of the script, she jumps the hell off and then splats on the ground.
Dude, you should have let that in. That would have been amazing.
No,
Now
but
here's the
then-
problem. By the time I finished writing the script, I mean these characters were like my sons and daughters. I swear to God. So I was like, I can't kill a Kimmy. This like she's too. You know what I mean? She's too close to me. You know what I mean? Like literally.
Yeah.
And then so in the script, what happened in the shooting script that we shot during principal photography is she steps over the railing. And Nick and Roman are like, "Yo, don't like chill." And she also had a gun. She pulled out a gun and started
fun.
aiming. So you know that scene in the apartment where Roman's like, "What if someone has a gun? What if like we're interviewing
Oh, yeah,
someone and
yeah.
they pull a gun out? You know, I think we should be strapped, right?" So that was because Kimmy had pulled out a gun in the ending. And we cut the whole thing off. So she pulled out a gun. She was aiming it at Roman after he calls the cops. She's like, "Don't call the fucking cops." Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then
I'm gonna kill myself, bitch.
exactly. And then she steps over the railing,
She's like,
and then she even falls. She even steps off and she drops. And then Nick grabs her and holds her and then pulls her over.
Yeah.
So that shot you see when he's pulling her like
Mhm.
back, that's from when she jumped off in the first draft.
What?
But it didn't work in test. I mean, I knew it didn't work in the edit, and then we were test screening it in like January, and everyone was like, "What the fuck was that?" Like, it just jumped the shark so bad. It was such a bad ending, and for months I couldn't think. I was like, "What do I do?" It was the most stressful thing ever. I couldn't think what to do. You know what I mean? And so
You should have actually done it.
she should have actually
Jump.
Well, the problem with that is, and I would have been fine with that, but like, then it doesn't feel. It's so melancholy at the end. You know what I mean?
Because what was the point?
Exactly right. And I think there's an argument to be made that a Kimmy doesn't deserve to go to jail. You know what I mean? There's an argument to be made. I'm not saying that's right, but you know the whole backstory with her mom.
So is murder right?
Exactly.
got
That's
her-
the whole
got his ass.
idea, right?
God is that? Yep.
You don't even we don't even take a stance on if murder is right in the movie, right? 'Cause it's
Right.
almost an act of revenge. But nevertheless, we ended up reshooting the whole thing where they like grapple for a second, they start yelling at each other, and then he gets her in a hold, and then like the police come up and they collapse on the ground.
You guys should have done like a good. You guys should have done like a fighting scene, like a karate type shit, like some Jackie Chan.
I might do that in my next one. I couldn't find the chase was the most action I could find. I could figure out how to put in there. But yeah, did you guys see that little action scene that I did like last fall on when I shot on film? I'll have to show you that after we're
In
done.
the bathroom? Where
Or
someone
where the
get-
guy gets
where
shot
someone
at?
gets
no,
jumped?
not that one,
No,
not
no?
that one,
No,
not that
oh.
one. It's one I did on a hill.
No, like I don't know. Like you should have done like like kind of how
Who
you
would you
had
have had
people
fight?
hired.
Who would you have had fight?
It would have been like how Kimmy was the one that hired somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You should have. She probably should have like done something like hired an assassin or something
To
like
kill
that.
Nick.
To kill Nick.
Okay.
And then or like but since she
But
was
she likes
in
Nick.
love and
She likes Nick.
likes him, but like maybe
Do you think she likes him, Brian?
I think
Okay,
so.
okay.
I think
I got that vibe.
at first she didn't,
Exactly.
but in
right.
those 3 months, she
Exactly. Yeah.
fell. So if you were to make her, suicide, how would you have filmed that?
We filmed it. We filmed.
Oh,
we
so you were
filmed
able
one
to.
for fun. We filmed one. We had a dummy. It's a
Oh.
great shot where Nick's holding the dummy, and everyone in test screenings, the ending failed, but everyone was like, "Holy shit! Did you actually, hold her off?" But like, you know how steep those stairs are.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
that's like 200 feet. You know what I mean? That's on that thing. And and everyone was like, "Holy cow! Did you hang that dummy off there?" But we even filmed one where we dropped the dummy. You know what I mean? And it fell all the way down and hit the bottom.
Mhm.
And that was just for fun. But yeah, man, it was
Could have used like a watermelon for the head.
exactly. Yeah, we could have used a watermelon for the head. Had the red splurt all over. The problem is it's a black and white at that point. So
Mm.
Yeah.
So do you need permission to film in like school hallways,
we were
libraries?
supposed to, but fuck it, bro.
Damn.
We got yelled at so many times for filming in that stairwell, and I found out later that because I know a friend who is a friend of someone in the thing, who works at the concert hall, and apparently they were pissed that we were filming there. I don't know. It's like, come on. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
not doing anything. It's the stairs that are completely disconnected from the whole building anyway. They're on the side, so it's whatever, man.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
not
that
bad.
happened a lot though. That's okay.
At
Yeah.
least you'd finish the movie, so that's all that
Exactly.
matters.
Exactly.
You didn't get sued, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I own the whole thing too, so I couldn't get sued no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I bought the rights to all the music in the end and everything like that, so I own it. Anyone
Hey.
trying to buy it?
How much are you selling it for?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
$100.
You think you could distribute that?
Did you write any lyrics? Produced? I know you produced.
Nah, man. The songs?
Yeah. Or like the beats,
Mm-mm.
instrumentals, nothing.
I mean, I would give notes
How you wanted it to sound like?
So I love Alec. Alec's the guy who did the score. He did the amazing theme song for Whomever. Did you notice the notes at the beginning of the movie? Dun dun dun. Dun, that happens at the end when everything's getting revealed, but it's like an orchestra playing. It's like dun 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 dun. So on Easter, which I believe was the 10th, I believe that was the 10th of April this year. He sends me the whole 8-minute piece for the ending, right? Because by the time they enter the thing, the time he drives over the bridge, there's music playing that entire time, and it was all synth, kind of very ambient stuff, and I was like, Alec, I love you, but this is not it, bro. This is this is the only thing you've sent me that I don't like, and I had him redo the whole thing to do just this giant epic horns and orchestra that throws you in the face, and it was so much better. It was 1,000 times better, and he killed it on that ending score. I mean, it's really good stuff.
So what about Luis's song thing part?
Luis's song got cut tragically, which I know, bro. I'm gonna have to release that.
Nah, it's okay.
You don't want her. You don't want.
You could release it, but it's not like a
Yeah, but how come
I'm not bummed out.
I
if you're
like the
not.
scene, bro. I want to just release it as a deleted scene. You know what I mean? I'll show
You
you after
showed
this,
me.
Brian.
Oh, okay, yeah, I haven't.
But yeah, that was tragic. So we got notes on that. Well, originally that was supposed to be the opening title sequence. You remember?
Yeah.
And then we were doing test screens. People were like, "Why are there 2 opening title sequences?" I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And they were like, "That opening, the first scene where he's walking. It's like, why is there 2 openings?" And I was like, so I took a week and I put the credits on that, and it was better. It was like, okay, that makes sense. And then the other scenes, it's like a montage. It doesn't make any sense anymore. And then other people were test screening the movie after that, and they were like, well, Nick's character is completely different. Why is he sliding around? That's not what he does. It's like, it's totally counterintuitive. So I was like, well, shit. Now I got it. You know what I mean? Now the scene is like, isn't doing anything for the movie. It's actually harming the movie. So I had to take it, and that meant taking out your amazing song, bro.
Damn.
It's okay, man.
I know, man.
Deleted scene though.
Hey, yeah, we'll see it up there. And I'll show Brian after this, too. But yes.
Oh, okay. Damn. I was hoping it would have been like, damn, Luis, that shit was garbage.
That's
That's what I was more
That's
expecting.
fucked up.
Get some drama in
Fucked
here.
up.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Made me quit this right now.
Nah, I wouldn't do that to you, Luis.
So but you're not like doing any other movie right now or anything like that, or?
Well, so I got ideas, I've got a way bigger cast and crew now. Like, the next one will be, like, you won't be able to tell the difference between, our version and, like, something you see on Netflix. Because we're going to upgrade we're going to upgrade to cinema cameras, and we're going to upgrade to, better everything, better lighting, and you won't be able to tell the difference between what we make. The only thing will be the script and, the actors, really, to see what we can get there. But, I've got ideas. I won't lie. But we won't shoot anything till at least. I don't even have a script written, so I'm just chilling right now. I'm just having,
Wait, where do you get the budget for the movie, or for the upgrade stuff?
So that'll just come from, working, getting money, slowly.
Ritters? Or
Oh, hell no. It's been
not
a
anymore?
minute since I've worked at No, that was like senior year was the last time I worked at Ritter's.
real?
Like, oh, yeah, man.
Where you work now?
I don't work now, man. I make videos. I make money off directing.
Oh, word?
Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Is that why you were at South Carolina or something?
No, that was just for a vacation with me and Joe. Yeah.
Because I saw you film like with other people.
Oh, yeah. No, we did this giant short. There's this guy who wrote these big 70s movies or 80s movies called Hoosiers and Rudy. And they're big Indiana movies, and he was executive producer on a giant project. You saw that thing on my Snapchat story.
I was like, damn,
no, it was big.
I thought you were doing another movie.
We
already.
rented, yeah, I know, that's how everyone thought. We rented this giant bus. But yeah, man, it was dope.
So
It
you were
was
just
really
helping
cool.
direct? Or?
I was acting and I was shooting BTS.
Nice.
BTS.
I'm not an actor, but I was like a fucking extra, bro. I
So
wasn't really acting.
So you prefer to be behind the camera then?
Oh, 100%.
Why is that?
It's just where I'm like I feel I'm getting pretty good at like controlling a set. I know what I want, and I like the movies to be mine. I like them to be when I make something, I want it to be my vision 102. And if you're acting in something, then it's like you have almost zero control over how it actually feels. You know what I mean? You're just almost like a small piece of the puzzle, and then everything around you is dictating how, you know what I mean? Like if you do the difference between a close-up and a wide, it completely changes the whole thing. You know what I mean? And I'd rather be in charge of how the art comes out, right? And be the author of it as opposed to just a cog in the machine.
Makes sense. But why not both? Like how you did with this film.
Like be an actor in this? I think, I don't know.
You did have a part, like a major part, but it wasn't like...
What do you think of my acting, Luis? Be honest.
I like it. I fuck with. I think that's what I'm saying. I think you should do more, like
you should.
like Stan Lee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Small lines.
See, I'm
like
gonna
that.
it's gonna get smaller from here. I think Gary was my biggest role. I think from here I'll just get smaller and smaller.
Okay, makes sense.
Eventually I'll just be. I'll be in a window just waving.
So you're gonna be like an Easter egg in your film.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. I think that's what it'll come down to, probably.
That's smart though.
Would you ever do like a animated movie?
For sure. Here's how I would like to plan out my filmography.
If you ever do an animated movie, I like to be a voice actor.
Oh yeah.
Try it out. I'll let me
Give
know
me your
whenever-
best like British accent.
Ooh,
I
I'm
can't
putting
do
you on the
British,
spot.
fuck that.
This is your audition, man. Come on.
All
right, come on,
British?
bro. Australian. Do Australian.
Australian.
Or I'll tell you what. You can do like anime, like or something like that. You could do like some.
Hey man, I cannot do
Hey
nothing.
man,
Hey, you gotta let me practice.
You're not. You got to be ready. You got to be ready on the
ready,
spot.
man.
This is the audition.
Hey man, I don't know how British people talk. I forgot.
Hello, mate.
Hey, there you
Chap,
go.
how's it going? Biscuits on the gravy.
Okay, never mind. I don't think I want to do
Yeah,
that.
no, not anymore.
All right, hey, that was your shot, man. Come on.
Damn.
You blew it, Brian.
I blew it. I need to know like exactly what
What the
role.
character is?
Yeah, like I need to like image the character and like.
Let me ask you this: if you guys could have played one character in the movie, what would it be? Sort of along the lines of who's your favorite character, but
I'll play Rachel.
I can see it though.
Oh, I'm just like
looking back,
Yeah, the purple wig
over your shoulder.
Yeah, the purple wig.
I'm glad you guys liked that scene so much. I was thinking about taking that out the week of the premiere.
Why?
Rachel scene?
I don't know. Like I felt like it slowed the pacing of the story.
It's
down.
iconic though.
Yeah,
It is a
dude.
little. It is. I genuinely, yeah.
I would like 1 out of 10. The movie would have been like a 1 without Rachel.
That's funny.
No kidding.
But to answer that, oh, you want to go first?
Oh no.
Oh, you said Rachel? Was that your dead ass question?
No,
answer?
no, it's not Rachel. Honestly, if I would pick
You know
any
who.
part, it would either be 2 parts. I would guess I would say either a professor.
Okay.
I can see that.
Grow out my beard
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
And that or either.
Give
be
me your
like
best
a-
slap. That's pretty good.
That's
That's better than
aggressive.
what he did.
Either or that or the sheriff, like
The female?
the the female.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which sheriff?
Oh,
Oh,
the
the
black.
fake cop.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes
The
sense.
black guy. Sorry.
Yo, chill.
Hey, I'm just saying. Just pointed it out.
That's fried. The fake cop.
The fake cop. Yeah, the fake. I was trying to think. I was like, I can't remember what cop it was, but I was like, yeah, okay. So
I see. I thought you were thinking of the female chick, or the woman in the classroom.
the Kim.
No, the one in the classroom.
the
scene.
marshal or the
Oh, the
officer who comes.
marshal,
Not
yeah.
not the marshal. The marshal's
No,
the fake
no,
cop.
yeah,
but the one who claps, and she's the long hair in your guys' scene.
I thought she had a mustache
That's
when we
fucked up.
first.
I don't know why
No.
you thought that. I
Yeah.
remember
When we
you
first
saying
were
that to me.
shooting, I thought she had a mustache, which I thought was gonna be like.
That's sort of
whoa.
the maybe you're thinking of just the vibe that her
Yeah.
Is
her
that actually how
character
she
creates.
is?
No,
No.
no,
did a
it's
good
that's
job.
completely.
Yeah,
she's
she
actually
did.
from New York, so she's got like a really heavy New York accent.
New York.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Crazy.
Yeah. What about you, Luis?
I'd probably be Roman, bro.
I figured, yeah,
'Cause I could be
You
sneaky.
I think you could do good, Roman.
You are really sneaky.
Don't look at me. Put it in the couch. Yo, so are you sponsored by A&W root beer? 'Cause
Ha! No,
that shit was like right there.
I know. I wanted it. I gave him an option that day of the shoot. I'm telling you, everything. You could pick any like shot of the movie, and I'll have 1,000 stories about it. I mean, seriously, we work on each shot for like hours. But that shot, I gave him two options. I said you could either have a can of Coke or you can have the A&W cream soda, which I prefer. I think it tastes way better than Coke. And of course, he picked the cream soda.
Boo. I'm just
I
kidding.
know.
I'm just kidding.
No, I think I like the Coke, but that's the one he chose. So, and I love it when it cracks up and then it foams up and then it all pours down the side of the
Right
glass.
in the shoe. Right in the shoe.
Right on the shoe.
How long did that take?
Lot.
Just to get it right.
A lot
How
of
many
takes.
A&Ws did you go through?
Probably about 5 or 6.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not that we went through like 4 or 5 apples on our shoot.
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
When that one when Shed is eating the apple, but yeah, man, it was crazy. That was a really hot day, so in between shooting, he would stick his head in the freezer. But the problem is the fridge is turned off for sound, right? So
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't hear the
Yeah.
sound. So he's like sticking his head in this freezer that keeps getting warmer and warmer. That was the whole shoot. The whole shoot was really hot shoot. But that's okay. Did you see them all sweating at the end
Yeah.
in the stairwell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was the guitar scene? Was he meant to have that guitar? Or was
What
it
did
just
you
like,
think of the guitar? Because I almost had like a breakdown about that one.
Why is
A
that?
couple months. Because I was like, what's the guitar doing in this scene? Why did I put that in there? I was like, and then I talked to Jonathan and Samaya about it, and Samaya was like, Samaya and Jonathan were like, no, it like makes sense. Like it's like he, it's chill time, right? He just has his guitar, and I'm like, okay, I guess. But yeah, it's not really explained as
Yeah.
Sort of just
Yeah.
has a guitar. Yeah,
Especially
I know.
the strings. The strings are kind
Yeah,
of
they're-
like disturbing me. Like how they were just
A-
like
A
dangling.
lot
like,
of people
so
said that. I
extra.
thought they were kind of cool, but
Yeah, it does its thing because it like shows who he is, kinda.
See,
Kinda, like,
I'm
reckless
glad
and
this is
messy.
memorable because, like, think about like if you watch another movie, I feel like you wouldn't be able to think back on these scenes so
Right.
in depth. But it's cool that you guys are like, like every shot of like these scenes almost, and you've seen it like what, one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
was
you can
drunk, too.
actually think back.
Drunk.
You remember every
yeah?
scene. Oh,
So
Tell him.
so you don't know, but like we're with the last podcast. I have not posted it yet, but I may post it like after this one, to be honest.
okay.
But
I'm excited for this.
Just
one.
because I want this to come out first. But we were talking about like how we were gonna have you soon,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
then I was like, alrighty, so we're gonna have two perspectives. We're gonna have Luis, the sober one, and I'm gonna be the one who's gonna be like drinking, just like
Drunk as fuck.
drunk as fuck, just to see how the movie goes
Yeah.
out. And yeah, like
I think that the movie, because it's important, I'm trying to shove a lot into it. And one of the things, I sort of want it to be a chill hangout movie that you can just watch while you're high. Now, that said, if you really want to experience the movie, you got to commit yourself to
Gotta
it.
get high.
But if you just watch it, in the background, and then shit starts flying on, he'll get slapped. You're like, whoa, what was that? And then, you chill out for a little bit. And then the whole thing is revealed at the end, and everyone looks at the screen a little bit. And then, it ends, and they're like, maybe, you just sort of turn it off. But I think it is one of those movies where you can maybe, like, sit back and just watch when you're high, potentially. I don't know.
you see, I was gonna.
There's
I
a lot
would
of
have done
thinking to go
that,
on. You probably would
but-
get a little too paranoid,
I could see it as
tweaking out.
a movie you watch while being high. I could
Yeah.
definitely see that.
Yeah, I definitely would have.
It's not
done
the
that.
ideal movie to watch when you're high, but, I
'Cause
think
Roman
it could
gives
serve
me
that purpose.
Roman gives me pothead
Or on
vibes.
Perks.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And then Nick is like more of a you.
Stick up the butt. Yeah. Okay, so you
bit of
like that.
heroin.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's it. So I see, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that Roman
Maybe acid
and
or
Nick are like
mushrooms.
two halves of myself. What do you guys think of that? Do you see that? Or do you
I
just
see the Nick.
You just see the Nick?
I don't see the Roman because I don't see you.
Fair enough.
You feel me? I don't see you. Dealing with any
I'm
of
sure
that.
a lot of people would agree with you.
But explain. How do you see yourself in Roman?
I don't know. I feel like Nick is just a little too quiet. I feel like Roman's more the loud one.
But you kind of are at the same time.
I am kind of. I'm split.
I mean, but like-
extrovert.
What
You're
did
always
you? Oh, sorry.
You're always in your own world, just like Nick.
Oh,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I saw that.
It's interesting, yeah.
But at the same time, like, it would be hard to relate, I guess, to Nick since I bet if it was like the girl that you love died,
Mm-hmm.
you would have been like a different person. You wouldn't be as cheerful or as, because and it fits Nick too. I would say that because like I would have been like shit. I'm an emo now.
Yo, he did have like an emo
Kinda.
after the 3 months.
Well, not in the hairstyle, but in the in his sort of attitude
Oh,
towards
yeah, yeah.
women for sure.
Very
Yeah.
distant,
Yes.
kind of like Max.
I play it cool.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm just
'Cause
kidding.
he's a
And
director.
he doesn't chase women; women chase him.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Max? Ain't that right?
Yeah, sure.
So how do you see yourself in Roman though?
I don't know. I just feel like he's a little more chill. I feel like he's a little more laid back. He's not as smart as Nick. I feel like I'm probably not as smart as Nick. You know what I mean? Like a little more, just more laid back, I guess. A little more jokey. Nick doesn't joke at all.
Yeah.
Roman's the kind of guy who listens to music. I'm sure Nick doesn't really listen to music other than like classical stuff and
yeah.
old, stuff from his girlfriend and stuff like that. But like if Nick's in the car, I don't feel like he'd be like listening to some opera type of shit, which I could do from time to time. But I'm more like Roman, who's listening to the rock and roll kind of shit. I feel like that's sort of. I don't know.
I can see Nick listening to
It's
like
really up to you guys now.
criminal
Yeah.
podcast stuff.
I see him listening to the drive-by.
Yeah, maybe.
Get a little chuckle in there. Be like,
What did Brian say? Oh, turns it off.
It's like Louis got another girl. What a stud.
Luis always getting the women.
He is.
Hey,
He really is.
Not as much as Max though. You know. What I mean?
Oh, okay.
So Max,
Who's the next female?
no,
Now
no.
get in.
You can ask him that.
No, he's
But what if you were in Nick's position? Would you have folded? And be
Oh
honest.
no! I think I would react exactly how Nick reacted. To be honest with you,
Why is that?
just because It's a little the line is supposed to be jarring. It's like when we were shopping out the script, or not, that's not the right word, but when we were like putting the script out there, everyone would come across that line, and the kiss me line. That's what we called it. And they'd be, it's like, I know this is going to be the hardest one to deliver. And to be honest with you, a lot of people still think the line failed.
Nah, it was a whoa. Was she asking me?
You really saying that?
I swear to God, it was
See,
like, whoa.
some people are like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But I think, like,
why?
like, out of nowhere, like, because, it sort of just happens out of nowhere.
No, but she said it so seductively. You know
I think
what I mean?
so, too. I think she
nailed that.
I think she nailed the line. And, we did it like 100 times
I
a
almost
day. We
kissed the
rehearsed it. Oh, my God. We rehearsed it a ton of
replay.
times.
What'd she say?
See,
Say it again.
Repeat.
Repeat.
We did it. Yeah, I really feel like the line lands. I really do. I feel like the whole scene, the sequence I'm most proud of is the intercut sequence of him. At the. May I ask what devices do you guys watch it on as well?
Phone.
Phone.
Cool.
iPhone.
Cool. Good.
YouTube.
Good. That's
YouTube.
That's where it's gonna look the best.
Yeah.
Other than on my beautiful computer.
Okay.
You got a
He's
nice computer,
he's
though.
like my 3 monitors, 4K, 8K.
It's not a professional camera. Again, on the next one, you'll be able to watch on any screen. It'll be beautiful. But
Okay.
we're not quite there yet.
So you wouldn't fold?
No, I don't think I would.
No.
Would you? Obviously, you would.
I
huh?
would fold.
I wouldn't. If I was Nick, I wouldn't.
Did you
Wait,
like?
what?
No. I wouldn't fold.
You wouldn't?
Nah.
Why?
I'm a picky man, so I
Oh
would've
yeah,
been
he
like,
is a picky
I
man.
would've
What about
been
yourself?
like, nah.
What's your type?
And then if my girlfriend died, I'll still be sad for a couple of years after that. So
I mean, it's
That
such a
makes sense.
tragic way too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Drugs.
it's like
Drugs.
very.
that's how I'm.
It's not
gonna
even
go
that. It's
out.
like the cool car crash. It's so violent, and then a coma for so long. Which again, this is not explored in the movie, but you understand. You get that in the movie.
That's fucked up how Roman mentioned her though.
Isn't it though?
Yeah. At least
But
I
he
didn't kill
apologized right
myself.
after.
Oh shit.
Well, because.
Yeah, I forgot about that, dude. When I saw it, I was like,
What did you think about that, right?
I was
Right.
like, whoa,
I was
Roman, what the
like-
fuck?
Right.
That's the first thing you say to your homeboy
By the
for
same
3
time,
months?
I
Well,
would've-
here's the thing.
That's
So
something I would have said. too.
you understand that Nick doesn't like Roman dealing drugs, and you know why he doesn't like Roman dealing drugs, right? But Roman's like, dude, get off my back. It's not like I'm selling meth out here. I'm selling my prescription medication to make a couple extra bucks because I don't have as much money as you. It's like, get off my back. You know what I mean? That's what he's doing.
So pretty much he's got to do what he's got to do.
He's got to do what he's got to do.
Yeah.
He's literally like, he's
Suck some
you,
dick
you
or
see it
something.
right in finals crunch time, right? It's like a couple days left of finals. There's like 3 days left of finals, and he's selling, his whatever, his ADHD medicine or whatever.
Even if he gets his ass beat.
it doesn't matter. Well,
Yeah.
Or when he got
he
stabbed.
was hoping that wouldn't happen, but
Yeah. But he was like
That-
missing a couple, $3 bucks? Was the line?
$300.
he was missing $300.
$300.
$300.
I
Yeah, of
would've
course
been
he's
like,
gonna
yo,
go after him,
yo.
right?
Yeah.
My boy, that's my lunch money. What's up?
Yeah, so that's why he's so upset. He's like, dude, just I'm doing this to get by. You know what I mean? Like, and when Nick hides the money from him, which was a real dick move to do, to be honest with you.
1K? I would have been like,
I know,
Was
right?
that meant for comedic purposes?
No.
Because in the car scene, he's like, oh, shit.
Well, Ben sort of does make it.
Yeah.
Because Ben makes it funny, but there's a real aspect to it, and it more delves. So when you get back to the room where they're breaking it down, it's called the breakdown scene. He's like, dude, I've never had money.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It doesn't bother me. I've never had money. I just think it would have been an important detail to share.
That's kind of fucked up, though.
That is
little
true.
bit.
But
But
knowing
they
your
both do
homeboy,
fucked up things. They both.
I would do that too.
That is true.
It's like they're fatal. You know what I mean?
no, don't worry, Luis.
And to
I
be
won't
honest
tell
with you,
you.
in Nick's defense, he didn't have the money that long. You know what I mean? I'm sure he had it like a week or two.
A week. Damn.
And he only told.
I'll be flexing that
Oh,
on
yeah, you're
Instagram
probably
or
right.
Snapchat stories. Be like, look at this, grandma's money.
But yeah, so chances are, that's not really a good excuse. But there isn't. That's probably what he was thinking. He was probably like, "Well, I didn't get a chance to tell you." Right, but
okay. Was
he
that
definitely
the reason, or
no. I mean, it's a bullshit excuse.
Yeah.
It's probably the one that he would have given.
Okay, yeah, because I was like one bang. I was like, damn, that's
Right.
crazy. Like,
Well, you just see how desperate Ben is. He's like, he's such a little
like-
bitch.
can he do like what would he do for
Could you
20
imagine?
bucks?
Giving 1,000 just because you're scared?
Dude, Ben is fucking. He's a scared little squirrel. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, I would be too if I was like the number one suspect
Right.
of a murder.
But he's not really. You know what I mean? He's not really. He thinks he is.
Yeah.
Because they
Oh,
talk to him
okay.
and he's like, "Oh my god, I was the last person on the." No one thinks it's Ben. You know what I mean? But he sends them that the money because he's so terrified.
Yeah.
Right.
Low key though. I could have seen Ben do it too.
I think in order of like, and this is just me, I think your number one suspect is Roman just because I pin it on him so
Yeah.
much, and then it's probably Ben, then maybe a Kimmy, and then low key, I think that the next possible one
Nick.
is either the fake cop or the guy in the classroom, who's like saying, "Hey, if I were a murderer, I would go to Russia. I would do all this." You know what I mean? Like that would be my suspect list.
Low key though, I kind of wish Nick was a murderer.
Why?
A lot of people said that.
Why?
Yeah, just because like I felt like, I don't know. For me, I just thought it was, like just how Nick acts and stuff like that. Quiet, keeps to himself.
The problem is you could
Like-
never do that. You know what I mean? Because the whole thing of the story is him finding.
Finding out, yeah.
Well, my question: how would you even let that play out if Nick is the detective and the murderer?
I would have to really formulate that script. That's a whole mystery script into itself. Is like the detective is the killer,
Right.
and
Yeah.
Who would discover it though?
that's the question,
Yeah.
right?
Like, hit motherfucker's gonna get away with it.
It would you'd
Part
probably
2,
have
part
to do
3.
that kind of thing.
Become like you. You know, like the Netflix show?
No, I don't.
I think you're talking about me. I've never seen it. I was like, I didn't kill anyone.
I know.
He's
what
like,
you did last
oh,
summer.
shit. He's like, oh shit.
He's like,
Um,
Brian, kill him next.
that would be
Death
a really
Note.
interesting approach to a mystery story, though, would be to have the detective killing them, and then it would, you would do that trope where the partner would like, go into his closet and like find a box and open the box and the music would start swelling and he'd be like, da 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 da, and he'd be
Yeah.
taking out like all the clues. He'd be like, oh my god, what the fuck? And it was the detective
Yeah.
the whole time. Yeah, it'd be kind of an
Yeah.
interesting way to do it.
Now I have to kill you.
You should, you should, you know what? I mean, I'm not sure if you thought about this or you said it before, but like all your other movies, you should like somehow connect them
I
together.
am going to,
Yeah?
but it starts with Who Murdered Professor Black.
Yeah.
So
That'd be
the
nice.
idea you were talking about, if I would do an animated movie, the idea is for my filmography to go original movie and then like studio movie, like an Avenger. Not that I would ever do an Avengers movie because I probably couldn't get the gig, but something like a James Bond movie, something like
I don't know, man.
a remake,
Bond?
a remake of something,
Mission Impossible.
a Mission Impossible movie, something like that, and then do an original, and
Although
then
Tom
do
Cruise is hard to top though. I don't know.
right.
Yeah.
You gotta make the next John Wick, basically.
Like a sequel or a remake or some kind of IP movie, and then go back to go do an original IP movie, but all the originals would be connected. Is my idea.
Okay, that'd be pretty nice.
What's a?
So you might see a Kimmy Armstrong pop up in the next.
Kimmy Armstrong?
Yeah.
Really?
You might see her pop up in the next one. You never
Come
know.
out.
Oh
Go after-
She
yeah.
comes out of jail. You know what I mean?
Go have
Or
the
maybe
detective.
the idea that I don't want to spoil any ideas because it could be in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But connecting the
sure.
movies, yeah, I think I think that's definitely a possibility.
like spin-off movies.
I don't know about spin-offs. They'd be completely new stories, but they would take place in the same world. You know what I mean?
Kind of like the Avengers.
Yeah, it's sort of like
Yeah.
the Marvel movies, yeah. Or like the I guess the
Mortal
Fast and
Kombat.
Furious movies
Oh,
sort of
yeah,
too
it's
do
Fast
that.
and Furious.
Because
You don't like them, do you?
I've only seen a couple of them. I know there's the Hobbs and Shaw movie that's sort of a spin-off, but it takes place in the same kind of universe, which I guess is a bad example because that is a spin-off. I wouldn't
I
do a
like that movie.
spin-off.
That was pretty good. Black Superman.
Oh,
Isn't that-
Idris Elba, is that what you're talking about? Yeah. I
He
remember
called
that line.
himself Black Superman.
Who?
The
Idris
black
Elba
guy.
in the movie.
Oh, I don't know.
He's a black guy. Just know that.
Okay.
That's why he calls himself the Black Superman. Cause he's a robot and he has like super strength and everything, basically.
So Max, is that Black Adam?
No, different.
No,
It's the guy who plays Heimdall in the Marvel movies. The one at
Rock was in it,
Asgard
though.
with the eyes and like the giant gold suit. He also what else is he in?
Oh, just show me a picture, bro.
Yeah, I'll just
no
show him a
idea.
picture.
But Max, so your next film will be a remake? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I'm
Okay.
there. I got to do a couple more originals until I'm
Originals.
started in that cycle.
So how you chilling then?
I'm
Giving
just
your mind a break,
I
your body a
am
break,
just
your wallet a
taking
break.
it easy. Exactly, right? I'm working a kids camp where I'm going to be a counselor for like it's a film camp where I'm going to teach
This
kids.
guy,
That's Idris Elba.
Oh,
the
okay.
Black Superman. He does the line. Yeah. Okay. Continue.
But yeah, I'm just doing jobs, directing wedding videos, directing stuff like that. Just to keep myself afloat and chill during the summer, hang out.
No YouTube. A comeback.
Dude, I think my YouTube days are over tragically.
Damn.
I know, right?
I feel that.
Hey, I might put out another vlog or something.
It's okay.
At least
Love
I'm
the
sorry.
vlogs, bro.
I honestly think the New York one I did was probably one of my best videos I ever
Yeah.
made. That was a good ass video.
Oh, now that you mentioned it,
The next day,
You know-
break.
you know what scene made me laugh?
What?
The Clark and Joseph scene. Because like that was so random. Of Joseph
But don't
just
you
popping
love
up,
it?
like-
That isn't so funny.
yeah. What was the
See,
inspiration of that? Or was it just like
it was just something I needed to I couldn't show a dead body because I didn't have the effects for it, so I had to have some kind of climax, and that was like them sticking their heads up and it turned into a joke. If I could go back and do it again, I probably wouldn't do it, but it was so funny to me. But like anyone who doesn't know Clark and Joe is like, who the fuck are these guys?
I don't know.
We were
Who are
test
they?
screening it, and they were like,
Hold
it's
on.
when Joe right after the body's found by the
I
little
know.
boy.
Like the mowing the lawn.
You didn't know them?
Yes.
You didn't know them?
I don't know them.
You know Clark Chapman.
Oh, Clark Chapman.
Yeah,
was
he's
in
the
it?
kid mowing the lawn.
Oh,
And then Joseph's the one that pops up.
I don't know Joseph then.
Joseph went to St. Barnabas.
Woodruff.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
but
Crazy.
I did not know that was Clark.
Yeah, that's Clark.
He
Oh.
doesn't change, man.
Oh,
Still got the same haircut.
Facts.
for real. Okay. Now, okay. Because when I looked at it, I was like, these look familiar. I know they look like they were like Roncalli kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Duh.
So, I mean, yeah, of course. But yeah, when I saw it, I was like,
Why would you? Well, if you could redo it again, why would you not?
Just because it's it kind of ruins the momentum of the scene. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, and it's funny. You know what I mean? Where it's supposed to be like a little bit.
I guess only people who know them.
Exactly, and
it makes sense.
if not, it's just confusing because
Yeah.
he pops his head up so fast that it's comedic in and of
I
itself.
thought it was a green screen for a minute for
That's
how
what
like,
everyone thought. Everyone thought it was a green screen. There is no green screen in the movie.
And that was your backyard, right?
That was
Or-
my backyard. Yeah. I would probably, if I could redo it, I'd probably do it with like two older people, so it looks more like real. You know what I mean? That's
Like
like
grandparents? Or?
exactly like they're mowing the
or
lawn or doing
Mexicans.
yard work, and then they like look up.
Mexicans doing yard work. That's funny as hell. It makes sense though. Que Bill.
He's like with like Modelo, like
Hey, cast him for that.
oh, yeah, I'll be one of those people. I'll
He'd be
like,
that.
Rancho.
That's funny as hell though. Hey.
Hey, if you ever need like a stereotypical Mexican scene, I'm down.
Exactly.
I am down. I'm 100% down.
Okay.
I mean, look at him.
I don't know if I'd ever do that, but I'll I'll keep you.
Okay.
I don't want to get canceled, Brian. Chill.
Exactly.
Hey, you won't get canceled. I'll give you permission. I'll give you the Mexican card.
So
Yeah.
what else? What else? What's up? What else do you guys think?
I would also say on the little one thing that I was also confused too about the deaths, like finding the body
Mhm.
scene, like I was like, how does this like? No offense to the actor, I was like, how does like this big dude fit in this body bag, like small?
So,
Did she like chopped him up or something?
So yeah, we filmed. There's a lot of stuff, as I said, that got either deleted. Never in my life have I had a deleted scene up until this movie. This movie had so many deleted scenes, stuff like that. We filmed. You see flashback of it at the end of the murder, taking the body away, right, and dumping it in the lake and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
filmed the entire thing from the time she knocks him out, or strangles him, to the time she dumps the body. Chronological, you film the entire thing. She gets the keys out of his pocket. She takes a hammer. She has that hammer that she hit him with.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Sorry. Was she actually in the suit?
We did. So that was all. Remember that question because I'll answer it in just a
Okay.
She takes the hammer and she smashes him, and she breaks all of his bones, and then folds him up. So we actually had this crazy visual where he's like, his legs are like behind him, like folded in half. Yeah, like she contorts and breaks his spine and folds him in half, stuffs him in this
That
bag,
sounds funny.
right? And then drags him. No, it was pretty gruesome, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
it sounds funny.
That's some
dude.
like scream shit.
Exactly.
How am I just imagining my head is just like you said, this legs
Right.
are just like.
So was that a dummy? Or
Yeah,
was he
we did
the
that with the
action?
dummy as well. And then she drags, we filmed her dragging the bag all over campus.
And nobody saw her.
Well,
Crazy.
it was a short.
Crazy how IU people don't be like, oh, what's
Right.
this body bag doing here?
Right, I know that's
No. All right,
that's
continue.
that's why we cut the scene.
Because they were like,
Yeah.
IU people, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. And then the whole drive up to the lake, she had that giant hill that she walked all the way down. We filmed all that, and then dumped the body, and then the body floats away. But, to answer your question, Brian, we filmed it with anyone who was a possible suspect. Took a turn in the suit. So, Anna's stunt double did all the stuff at the lake, and the walking on campus. The kid who plays Ben did the rise and the murder. Anna did some of the murder, who plays with Kimmy. And Max actually never got in the suit, who plays Roman. But other than that, yeah. We tried to, that was the idea.
Come on.
I literally grabbed the battery that had like the battery dead already.
This man.
I took it off early.
So how did you get Maria's brother in there?
I
Is
just
that a
called
quick
him
call?
up. Yeah, quick call. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what you doing? Can you get wet? Perfect. Come on down. Are you scared of lakes? Come on down. Bring your sister. Come on down. I'm just kidding.
What about Rachel though? Like, she's single?
I swear to God, she was your cousin.
No, this is one of the first projects ever that Claire has not been
She
in.
quit on you, huh?
I just haven't seen her in like 2 years.
What? Where's Canada, right?
Michigan.
Michigan. Damn.
Oh, she's your cousin?
Yeah.
Not
No,
Rachel.
Not Rachel.
Oh.
But Luis thought that
I'm gonna say
Rachel
even better.
was my cousin. I got used to get that a lot in high school. That's why he's saying that, right? Yeah.
What?
Oh, what I said or he
yeah,
said?
what you said.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Because his cousin used to always be in the videos.
Oh.
So I thought, a little Easter egg
Yeah.
for OGs.
I wish that she could have made it in there, and I'll probably maybe record like a line of her just to put her in the movie. You know what I mean?
A phone call right there.
Exactly.
You know what
Something like that. And get my cousin in it because she was in all of my old stuff.
I mean? She's there from the
Day
beginning.
one, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it wasn't her. It was an actress.
Hear that, Brian?
Huh?
Get that digits before you leave. Get those digits.
Nah.
So, the girl who's going to Marvel, was she your
Samaya.
assistant? Or
Samaya.
was she your assistant or like
Do you have any
coworker?
questions for Samaya? I could call her up right now.
Brian? I know you are
I
a big fan of her. Don't get
short,
nervous now.
No, I don't got any questions though.
She's going to Marvel, bro.
Oh, yeah, she told me that. She
Yeah.
was going to
No
Marvel.
questions?
I mean, Max already answered it, like that she already started working for Marvel yet.
Did
but-
she?
Not yet. Not yet.
So she's a senior and graduated, right?
She's got one more year.
So, okay.
Super senior.
Yes.
Crazy.
Hey.
That's what they call them?
I don't know. That's what they call high school super seniors.
Oh,
I thought it was. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I'm
know,
in
but
college.
yeah, I don't really have any questions for her. But like, was she like your, like
Assistant director.
assistant
there
director? Okay.
along every step of the way, man. She was there at almost every shoot. Unbelievable. I mean, almost contributed as much of this movie as I did. I mean, she is like stellar. Yeah, she did a lot of work. She was really helpful.
Will that duo come back for the next
Are you
film?
kidding me? If I can't genuinely, I can't imagine doing another movie without Smea again.
Whoa.
Well,
Yeah. It's crazy.
when Marvel calls that,
I know, dude.
that
I'm
price
done.
going up.
I'm done for. Yeah. Hey,
You gotta match them prices.
Exactly.
Facts.
I know.
No, but she,
I can't, bro.
I know. I'm screwed. I'm screwed after that.
Yeah.
He's fucked.
I mean, like, so are you gonna? Do you have any offers up from any other like?
I've gotten offers to direct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scripts, but I haven't done anything yet. No.
So would you go to DC or Marvel?
Hell yeah, I'd go to the. Hey, feature wise, I would. I'm talking short films right now. Like if I got an offer to direct a feature for a studio, are you kidding me? Yeah,
You
I'm
going to
there.
DC?
Yeah.
Or Marvel?
You guys know I'm moving to LA next fall, right?
You're
What?
moving to LA?
For a semester, yeah.
Why?
Just to for an internship.
When do you leave?
August.
And
I'm there August through December. Yeah, so we'll see, you know, man, if I can get that stuff out there. See if anyone wants to hire me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
If you meet David Dobrik, let me know.
I'll go to Dobrik's Pizza for you.
Yeah.
Are you dead ass? You're going to
I
LA?
swear to God, bro. Yeah.
Like a college?
Yeah.
Like for a semester, he said.
Yeah,
For
but that's
just a
still
semester.
that's crazy though.
Isn't
That's
though?
dope. Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, I got accepted.
Wait, so is it
I
just
just gotta
you?
find an
or
internship.
like-
No, it's like a couple of us.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say is
My
like,
assistant editor is one of them. He's who I'm rooming with.
Aren't you scared, man?
I'll be
I've never
excited.
lived outside of Indiana. You know, I've lived in different
Yeah.
places of Indiana, but I've never lived outside of Indiana. And California is a whole new beast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
LA is
Don't get distracted now.
crazy.
I'm-
No, I
the
wouldn't.
girls
do
are cute down
Just
there, so
yeah.
be careful, man.
A lot of Latinas, your favorite.
A lot of bars, strip clubs. Don't go to the gay ones, unless if you're into that. Just imagine
Not
his story.
LA is crazy.
I know, man. I kind of want to get Samay. We gotta get.
Yeah.
We gotta get something. A question for Samay. Here, I'll ask her a question. I'll call her up, see if she answers. Surely she will. All right, guys. For you on the listeners, we're calling my assistant director right now. What you got? Any questions? I should have thought of a question first.
I have one.
All right.
Have she ever wanted to like rip off your hair for being annoying or too bossy?
That's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, I hope she answers. I really hope she answers. If not, she'll probably call me back. Damn, she's probably busy. All right, I won't.
She's like, I'm
You guys
talking
keep
to.
in touch?
She's like,
Oh, are you
talking to
kidding me?
Marvel.
Yeah, we went fishing like with me. That's the thing. Like a lot of the crew hangs
Got
out
close.
still. Yeah, still.
I mean, y'all
That's
suffer
crazy.
together. You feel me?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, you got a question?
No, I was
So-
you guys looked at me for a second. I was like,
So does Nick and Roman, actors, do they go to IU or?
Oh yeah. So Roman was actually. He graduated last year, not this year, last year.
Mhm.
So he is like, he's probably your
25.
age, yeah. He's probably your age, 23, probably.
Almost 23. Don't
Well,
get
he's probably
confused.
he's probably 23 now at this point.
Okay.
But he was way older than, believe it or not, when we filmed the movie, Rachel was the youngest actor. She was only 18 when we filmed. So, and I think other than, the adult actors, the oldest was probably Roman, and he was probably like 23. So it's crazy that there's an age, because they're all supposed to be playing like 21-year-olds, right? But
hey,
Right.
you should have put Luis in it. That motherfucker looks like he's like
Motherfucker.
17.
That's crazy.
Wait, how old was the fake sheriff person?
not counting the adults. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
not counting the
Not
adults.
counting the adult actors.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. No, that's all I had. So technically, he's the oldest one, though.
No.
Oh wait,
No, Roman
you're
was
22,
older than
you're
him.
22,
Come
my
on,
bad.
bro. You trying to add numbers
Well,
on me.
Roman was probably 23 while we were shooting. Could have been, or he was probably closer to 21, 22.
So filming wise, did it take about 2 years or a year?
Filming was 1 year and some change. Our first shoot date was probably January or February of 2022, and we shot all the way until March of April. We shot till April of 2023, the month of the premiere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
just getting stuff here and there. You know, a lot of when a lead finishes their shoot, their day, or you know, finishes their time on the set, we do what's called like a everything day. We go to every different location that they shot at, and you get the stuff that you missed. So like on Max's, who played Roman, on his wrap-up days, we reshot all the stuff of him at the flash drive, you know what I mean, cutting out all the footage of him on, you know, the what do you call it? The porch. I don't know why it took me so long. We reshot some of the track stuff. We reshot. We did audio for the scenes with me. You know, in the thing. We did some ADR of him in the interviews sequence, stuff like that.
Also, like I said, like because this is kind of like the same question I asked a while ago, but like just say, you know. The thing that I'm like surprised also is because, you know, in a year a lot of people can change their appearance. Like, so did you have them on like diets, like anything like that? Like,
so
Diets.
it was bizarre for the premiere. During shooting, the only thing that happened is hair consistency wasn't very good. You see sometimes Nick's hair gets shorter and longer, shorter and longer. Max had some haircuts. He usually kept it really good, really consistent. The biggest one was the Nick, but we had one girl, Sasha, JC, who plays Sasha. She's the one in the back of the room playing the Rubik's Cube. In the first scene, and then she gets interviewed next to all those plants and everything like that. But she dyed her hair and put it into like ponytail or things like that.
Yeah.
And in the original scene, it wasn't like that. And I said, it's fine. No one's going to notice. You know what I mean? But other than that, yeah. But for the premiere, it was weird. People would come back. You ever watch Survivor?
Mm-mm.
In Survivor, when they come back a year later to see who won the show after everything airs, everyone looks so different because, you know, they're on this island for however long, you know, getting skinny, eating nothing but rice, and their beards going really long. And then, you know, they cut to live at the studio where they're figuring out who's going to win. And that's what it was like for the premiere. Everyone looked completely different. You know what I mean? Oh. I'll show you. So, like Max, no one recognized Max at the premiere. He had this big long beard.
And who does Max play?
Max plays Roman.
So
this is him at the premiere.
Oh shit!
What?
Completely different, right?
What the heck?
And that's Jonathan at the premiere. I mean, it's bizarre, you know. Everyone looks completely different because it's, you know, a year later, right?
Yeah.
I'll show you. You know, JC, who plays Sasha, she changed her hair again, so she looked somewhat, you know, different. This is what she looked like at the premiere, which is completely different than what she looked like in the movie. If we go to Sophia, who played Rachel, this is Sam, who played Ben, the nerd.
I don't look like a nerd no more.
Exactly, right? You know, he's sort of looking a little spiffy. This is Anna. Anna looks more or less the same that she did in the movie. This is actually the cop.
No way.
Yeah,
what?
This is the cop. You know what I mean? People look so. It's actors, man. They look so different, and they just disguise themselves in the role.
And then Max.
And then I just look the same always.
yeah, I was gonna say Max.
I look literally the same on set. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm trying to find. That's Sophia. She played Rachel. Yeah.
And
But
who's that?
that's Samaya.
Ah, okay.
Oh, Samaya. What was her actress's name? I know. I was kidding.
I'm waiting for her to call me back. I want to see. Hope maybe get her on the pod. But yeah, dude, it's bizarre. You know, going to the premiere and seeing everyone out of character. You know, I mean, not on set every day working. It's weird.
So when it was over, were you kind of sad or
No.
relieved or what?
Frick, no. The last month, so probably the beginning, or maybe mid-March, beginning of March 2023 this year, through April 23rd, even past them because I had finals the following week, was literally like I had run a marathon every day. because we were, racing to the finish line. You know what I mean? I was so stressed those last couple months. I didn't know what the ending was going to be. I hadn't even had an idea. I was like, what are people? I have to premiere this. I have a theater booked and 100 tickets sold. What the hell am I gonna do? You know what I mean, with this ending, and all sorts of little stuff like that. We didn't have the score for a lot of this stuff, but it was whatever. We figured it out, but it was hard work. I don't know.
That's crazy. Like I could never see myself directing a movie because, like I said last time,
I can't recommend it.
Last time I remember we talked in the pod like how you guys repeated the same scenes but in different angles over and over and over. I was like, fuck this shit. I was like, fuck no. You gotta be fucked up.
That's how you gotta do it.
Yeah, which makes sense too.
So for your scene, when did you film it? Because obviously,
it was principal photography. That was summer 2022.
Right, because you looked healthier.
I was sort of towards the beginning.
Yeah,
it was towards the beginning of the shoot.
Not tired.
Nice haircut too.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah, I had my hair all gelled up like from high school, looking like a nerd.
Yeah.
I really fit the stereotype, man.
You did. So that's what surprised me. I was like, okay, he looks healthy in this.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been an early.
Must have been earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, like I was very surprised that you're in your own film. It kind of felt weird knowing that you're the director and you're like.
But it was kind of cool though at the same time,
cool.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Like it was cool for sure.
See, if you're watching this with a friend, you know what I mean, and you're putting it on, and my scene comes on, you go, "That's the guy who made this whole thing." You know what I mean? That's the guy, right?
Yeah, that was yeah.
I like it because it was like a Stan Lee appearance.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was very short,
Yep.
very small. I give some good plot detail. Here, let me see if I can still remember my line. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Should I do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think. I don't remember.
That's crazy.
No, I can't do it. I gotta really think about it now. You guys talk for a second while I.
All right. So, what's one thing that you hated about the movie?
Oh, you can ask me questions. Oh, yeah.
You're gonna answer too.
Okay, I will.
We'll answer it. That's a good question. You go first because it's kind of hard to think.
Max, if you need a reminder.
Okay, I got it. You ready?
Let's see.
I'll tell you what. There was this criminal justice student last year who solved this big campus robbery case. That's who you should get to help. That's my line.
Should we expose him? See if it's right.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, let's see.
There was this big criminal justice student last year who solved this big campus robbery case. That's who you should get to help. That's my bet.
Okay.
So,
Your cop doing his first investigation, huh?
something like that.
Heads up.
Thanks, but
It's actually my
it's
buddy's
actually
project.
my buddy's project.
You? Working for someone else?
Yeah,
The guy's a freaking genius.
I'll tell you what, there was this criminal justice student last year who solved this big campus robbery case. That's who you should get to help.
I got it. That counts.
How many times did it take for you to say all that?
A lot.
What was it? Why is that? How to say it or like?
I was nervous that day. I'll be honest with you. I was nervous. I was like, because all these, professional actors, and I'm just here some chump, right? And I'm like, have to perform, And I was just praying that Samaya would direct me. And, we got somewhere. I think we got a decent take of it. So it's whatever,
You know what I was shocked was the hair was done and no hat.
I argued. So my costume designer, again, every shot I could talk about for hours. I argued with the costume designer for hours. Me, Samaya were at my house, and we had the costume designer on the phone. I was like, please let me wear a hat. And Samaya and the costume designer were like, no, you're not wearing a hat. And I was like, fuck, I'm the director. I could do whatever I want.
Right.
And they were like, no, Max, you're not wearing a hat in the scene. I was like,
Because you're not Max, bro. You're this hacker.
that's
thing.
what everyone was saying.
Exactly.
That's what they were saying. They go, you're not you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they didn't want me to wear the Back to the Future shirt, which I said, forget you. I'm doing that anyway. I don't care. But they did get me over on the hair. They let me, you know what I mean? They
So who
made
did the hair?
I did the hair, man.
Oh, word?
I did it, yeah,
Damn.
the morning of, yeah. That was probably shot at like maybe noon or something like that. So, I did my hair in the morning, came to set, dragged all the equipment, set everything up, and then had Samaya direct the scene for me.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you that day. No hat. You got to do your hair.
Well, you remember from high school.
Yeah.
You remember from high school.
I don't remember. I just remember him with the hat. Like anything I remember, just him walking down the hall. He had a hat.
That's funny.
Anytime we were at the bleachers during church time, he was there with the hat, getting the
Getting
bread.
first communion, I just had a hat on. I would never let that shit fly at Catholic
So
school.
how did they convince you?
Oh, it was
not
just 2
wear the
hours
hat?
of arguing. It was
Oh
like,
my
come on,
God.
guys, let me wear this fucking hat. And they were
Right.
like, no, you're not wearing the hat.
Did you know which one you wanted to wear?
Oh yeah, I knew exactly
Which
which one I
one?
wanted to wear. I wanted to wear my my Dustin Stranger Things hat. You know, the one that's white with the.
But you
red
always wore
bill.
that, huh? For the shoots?
I did wear that for the shoots a lot. That was my lucky hat this go around.
I do have a question. So like, so you know how you have like some company brand stuff in the movie.
Yeah.
So can they not like copyright you for that or like?
No. So the laws are, and copyright rules and laws are very, very new. It changes every day. It changed while we were making the movie, actually. You know, what decade you can use music from, how long the artist has had to been dead for, stuff like that.
Because they did that with Winnie Pooh, whatever. Because now they made the horror movie of the Winnie Pooh.
The Blood and Honey movie. Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it.
I'm surprised you didn't watch that.
I watched it. Pretty woody cheeks.
But you know, basically the rules is you're allowed to use something and put it on film as long as it's being used for what its intended purpose is. So you can use, a Coke can and crack it and have them drink it, and they can't do shit. But if someone like throws that and like starts beating it with the thing, then they could maybe. But no one's gonna do that. No company's gonna be like, hey, you used our thing in your movie, you can't do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only legal grounds they have if it's not being used for its intended purpose. But a lot of the reasons they blur it in like reality TV is just because and this is what happens with real movies all the time, is they go to the companies and they say, hey, would you like to pay us for putting this thing in our media or our program? And then if the company says no, we won't pay, then they have to blur it out because they're like, I'm not going to give you a free promo. You know what I mean?
Sense.
But on movies, they do that all before they shoot, right? So they just don't include it, right?
Yeah.
If the company doesn't want to pay, they just don't include it.
Because like one guy, when you guys were meeting in the bowling alley, he was wearing Dipper's hat.
Yeah. What do you think of that? Was that cool? Cool touch?
Yeah. No, that for me, I was just like, almost like, whoa, can Max even do this? Is
Oh
he gonna
yeah,
get sued?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
'cause
hat.
I was more worried about like, oh my god, Max is gonna get like copyright strike or something.
I was thinking about that with the soda.
Yeah,
Because
no.
it was right there.
I know, yeah. That's how I wanted it. Yeah, I wanted it like that, and they can't do anything. It's being used for what it's meant to be used for, right? So
Okay.
it's whatever.
Very nice. Now
Plus,
no more.
again, who's gonna sue you for free advertising, right? You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
No one's gonna be like, dude, why'd you have this person so deliciously drinking our product in your movie? You can't do that, right?
Why did he spill it on his shoe?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Alrighty, but I would say it's almost about time to wrap it up.
Okay. Wow.
Already,
short
we're having,
one.
yeah, we're having fun. What time is it?
Before you guys go, it's about 8 right now.
That's crazy.
Almost 8. It's 7:56.
What was one thing you guys? It's kind of a bad note, but is there
We
anything
didn't
you
like?
hated about the movie?
Brian, you should go first.
No, let me think. Hold on.
Brian, or you should go first.
There's really not a lot that I hate about the movie because obviously I created it, but I don't like Nick's reverse angle when he's meeting Kimmy. It's sort of an ugly shot, and we cut back to obviously the whole scene. But other than that, I really artistically did a lot of it the way I wanted, and a lot of it's not the way I wanted. Before we go, I got to get you. You got to give me the soundbite. I like the kiss line because everyone else hates it, and I need.
You want me to say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I like the kiss line.
Me too.
It made me feel some type of way.
Did it? And it worked. It worked.
And it works. I like how she said it so seductively. You feel me?
I did too. I feel like it was kind of like I don't know, like it didn't. I guess how it was.
Didn't feel
presented,
natural.
It wasn't natural, yeah.
But
Too
that's the whole
natural.
thing. See, I'm not going to defend it because you guys feel how you feel, but
Fuck you.
that's the idea.
It wasn't natural.
Imagine. No, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, okay, fair points. Fair points.
I guess also just man, it's kind of hard. 'Cause at the same time, I just got to remember it's it's your first movie you're making.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
No, go rip me to shreds, man.
Cause I'm over here like thinking grade A acting and stuff like that. Or is that the best acting? Grade A? A? I don't know. There's like the best acting or like, oh man, it just makes me feel weird.
Let me ask you this. I'll ask you this. This is what we'll go out on. Was it, and you can be honest with me, was it better or worse than your expectations?
Better.
I would say it was probably like right around where I was expecting.
Cool.
Because I'm so used to, Maximus Prime.
I know,
YouTube.
man. Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking it was going to be like the pirate scene and stuff like that. But this is like
elevated a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool.
I someone who hasn't seen Maximus Prime's videos, only heard of it.
Crazy.
I'm sorry.
Yours truly be starring in
remember when everyone used to laugh at the Maximus Prime production? Now in college, Maximus Prime Productions got the most fucking gear. So no one's laughing at me now. They're all like, "Can I use your gear?" You know what I mean?
Flex
you know
on
what I
them.
mean?
Flex on them. Go
Flex on
ahead.
him, like, fuck Roncalli, people.
Yeah, Maximus Prime is a fucking good name.
Maximus Prime.
I don't care.
Hey,
It was literally
man.
I told you guys this when we first did our first podcast. It was my fucking Clash of Clans name.
Oh, yeah.
You see, man. You see now you're showing everyone wrong, man. Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
You're living your dream, man. Moving to L.A. Don't get distracted, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for this. Might be the last time we talk about Who Murdered Professor Black on the podcast. So
Yeah.
I want to thank you for the 3-part trilogy.
Yeah, man.
God, this is literally documented. The shooting one was probably my favorite. That where we shot it, you know what I mean? And we talked about that whole process and like all this shit that went down. That was probably my favorite episode. But I gotta say, it's been an honor. Thank you for letting me document this.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me
Hold
come
on, I have
on.
one last question.
Oh, gotta ruin
So,
it.
I'm sorry, but I had a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you
Yeah.
invited us, did you
Yes.
really think we could do it? Did you really think we would be up to par with them?
Of course I did.
No, I'm serious.
Oh,
Of course I
really?
did.
Because it's
Yeah.
like Max inviting us, to something that really means to
He
him.
invited you.
Ooh,
Is it good?
lucky I'm a soccer player.
Alrighty, but
Is it good?
yeah, we're
Yeah.
still rolling. All right.
For
Alright,
those
we're
of
still
you
rolling.
listening at home, the audio controller just got knocked on the ground. I think I accidentally kicked the cord. Oops.
But continue.
Because he's like bringing us into like a different world.
Like
You
I said,
know?
he invited you.
Yeah, but he was like,
I invited you too,
yeah, he
Brian.
did. He was like, do you think Brian wants to come? I was like, let me ask. Then I asked him. You're like, yeah. I'm down.
Okay.
I wanted to put all the OGs in
Yeah.
one scene. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
All the OGs.
And for those who couldn't make it, I put Clark and
Yeah, but
Joe in the.
Patrick and Chris, they're good actors already.
Yeah.
So me and Brian, I'm like, oh shit, can we do this?
You did it.
you can get it.
And then it was like my hands all over the place.
No, you guys did a good job. Hey, you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Will we return?
Absolutely.
If we gotta audition, we'll do it. F it.
I like to audition one for like a little part. Just something. small.
Auditions were fun, man. You can absolutely audition. I can't promise. We always
obviously,
got to
yeah.
see. What happens.
You always gotta
but
see
Yeah.
up.
Like hey.
Auditions
I don't care if we
are
don't
always
even get
open to
accepted.
everyone.
I just want to give it a try.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm down to just do one line.
Yeah, one line.
Obituary. La 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 la.
Exactly, and then less
Hey,
hand movements.
if we do this whole thing with the continued movies, your character is the same character from Who Murdered Professor Black.
Right.
So.
But this time,
We
I
should
graduated.
Like eventually we should like somehow put in the drive-by somehow, like either somebody's
Right.
listening to it just in the background.
Maybe, because I had that podcast at the end where they're talking about,
Yeah.
the whole situation. They're like, did you hear they found out who did it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that could be the drive-by next time.
Like we
maybe.
can put in when we talk about the Professor Black one, just put in one of these part 3 ones
Like-
of you talking
Yeah.
about it,
Easter egg.
but it would be from like a different movie. So Or it can be like either the sequel.
Did you guys see that great movie?
For real.
He's like, yeah, so I'm directing the movie of Who Killed Professor Black.
Yeah.
Anyway, I appreciate nevertheless I appreciate you having me on and documenting the whole thing, because really you guys were some of the first people that before auditions and everything like that I really told about the whole.
He gave us,
I gave you the
juice.
Yeah,
Hey, thank you very much.
the inside
man.
scoop.
Thank you, Max.
It's like, thanks for Luis because he has the connections.
Facts. And all because of chemistry.
And gotta love school.
Dude, did we mention how we met?
I think we did one time. Yeah.
Crazy. He was sitting behind me. All I hear is, what is this man working on? I know it's not homework. Oh, hey, man, I'm working on this script. And it was like, it was one of the Maximus Prime things. Injustice, I think you were working on. And then I just kept asking and bothering you about it. And then you were like, you know what? I'm going to get him in a scene. I like his energy. And here we are. How long ago was that?
That was probably
4 years ago? 4
that
years
was
ago.
over 4 years ago.
Crazy.
Damn.
So one conversation can change your
that
life.
was over 4 years
I
ago,
know,
no doubt.
that's
Because
crazy.
Justice League we're coming up on 4-year anniversary. Can you believe that?
That's crazy. Crazy.
That is like, starting from just two strangers, a conversation, and
That's
then
two strangers, one conversation.
Oh yeah, two strangers.
The next movie by Maximus Peeples.
That's dope.
I know.
That's a good title.
So whenever
Mm.
you actually like document like your whole life, once you become a producer, like a
They'll be
big
playing
director,
episodes as they drive by.
yeah, be like, yeah. So
His first interview was in his podcast.
was
the
this your first
drive-by.
interview? The
I
pod?
had done a couple interviews.
Verga.
But
But
was
this
it
is
the
the
first
first
pod?
one about Professor Black, for
Hey.
sure.
The one
Was
that
it the
started it
first-
all, huh?
Was it the first podcast though?
No.
Fuck you. Get out of here. All right, let's wrap it up. We gotta fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. I don't want to hear him. No
I
more.
had been interviewed about Channel 109 and such.
Oh, yeah.
Channel 101
Channel 1, his baby.
with his baby. I mean, besides like your
Is
baby.
that still going on?
No.
Damn.
You want to know? I'll tell you after the pod, but
I mean, you can say it if you.
So my thing is, like, how are you able to, like, create these babies of yours and then watch it just die down in front of your eyes?
well, it's
No
like
strings
I'm
attached?
sick of it by the time it's over with. You know
Uh,
what I mean? Like when as I said,
like
when
a
I
girlfriend.
Bruh.
when I first, wrote these characters, it was everything to me, and they still are. I could talk about this for the
Right.
next 3 years, but I know I can do so much better at this point. So it's like, why not just move on to the next thing? Plus, I've been working on it for so long. You know what I mean? It's like, geez, let's move on to something else. But at the same time, there's so much to it. At the same time, like we've got all this history of everything. So
Hey man, you're making progress, and
So-
it shows it.
We'll be expecting you in January.
for my next movie.
Yep. Or anything.
Oh,
update.
okay.
Life
Are we
after
gonna
LA.
do these?
We're going to see him with tatted up. We're going to see him tatted
He's
I
up.
gonna
got my
be just-
clock tattoos.
A new hairstyle.
Stick and bones because all that crack.
Chill out.
He's gonna be like, "Hey guys, can I use your bathroom real quick?" I need to like just like wash my hands real quick. Next time the next thing we hear in the bathroom is like, "Oh."
Chill out.
He's like, yeah. Next thing he comes back, he's like, "All right, let's talk about this."
Oh, man. That's crazy. So what? One last question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm sorry, Brian.
Okay.
Do you need to be somewhere, Brian?
Actually, I do, but you can go.
I'm sorry. Would you want your own star one day?
What do you mean by that? Oh, on the
No.
Hollywood Walk
Yeah.
of Fame?
Oh, well, like, do you care about achievements like that, or?
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Oscars
Everything would be
and
cool, but I
Emmys.
more do it for myself, really, to tell
The
you
love
the
and the
truth.
passion.
Really, just because it's like I gotta create something, I gotta make this stuff, or else I'll go insane, and it just burns inside of me. You know what I mean?
Do you ever believe you're gonna have like a specific actor that you'll probably like?
Work
One-
with over and over again.
Yeah.
It could be. You never can predict those stuff, though.
What do you
know?
want one though? Cause you got like
I don't
Adam
know.
Sandler who like always be bringing his friends in his movies and stuff
Right.
like that.
Oh, he hates Adam Sandler, by the way.
Oh,
I
you
hate Adam Sandler.
You don't like his movies, though?
We talked about this one
Yeah,
time,
we
didn't
did.
we?
Yeah.
We talked about
Yeah.
this.
51st Dates though, that was a good one.
Hmm.
But he is right, though. There is always a pattern.
Grown
Yeah.
ups. Yeah. I mean, hopefully.
I liked Uncut Gems.
Alrighty, but any last questions? Think about it before you guys.
I like a lot of his movies. They're just some that are a little lackluster.
Grown Ups though, it's a classic.
That is true. Bryce Cameron, whatever his name is. R.I.P. Jesse
Oh
from
yeah.
Hey
yeah.
Jesse.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Jesse. Ooh. All right, this is going on a little long.
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
Brian.
I
Um,
appreciate having me on. It's been the greatest time.
I appreciate you for coming on the podcast for the third time.
Have you guys had any third-time guests, or am I the first?
I'm not sure.
Uriel?
Uriel maybe on his third.
Uriel.
We could just talk for hours, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Who else?
Do you generally put people on
What do you mean by that?
the podcast? Like guys, you guys got you gotta check these guys
Oh
out.
yeah. No, whenever I do an episode, I'll send it out.
So the crew.
Well, actually, so
he sent me a video one time. It was him and
Patrick,
Patrick and like the.
Oh, yeah, that's right,
And they're
that's
in
right.
the car listening to it. I was.
What do they think?
Sometimes when I hear it, I'll be like embarrassed.
Patrick didn't love it.
Yeah, understandable.
Patrick didn't love
yeah.
it, but
What,
I
the
listened
cursing
to
or?
I listened. So me and Samaya, when we were doing Professor Black reshoot day in August of 2022. That was after we had done the shooting podcast, and I played her the whole shooting podcast while we were constructing the set for that day.
Yeah.
And what'd she say?
She really liked it. She thought it was funny.
What was the one thing that Patrick didn't like? Just
I don't remember.
I mean, Patrick, to be fair, I don't think he likes
He
our.
doesn't like podcasts in general. I
Oh,
know.
word?
Well, no, maybe he does. I don't know.
It's just
I
he
could
probably
be
likes
wrong.
a specific, genre.
I want to say because I feel like we're still improving,
Yeah, 100%.
and those the times that we take off for like months also affect just because
You
life
guys have to
happens.
fire up pretty soon here.
Uh,
Get it start going this summer.
Oh
oh,
yeah,
yeah.
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 It's because life came. He was in school. I
Right.
was doing my own thing.
Yeah, he was living his life to the fullest.
Not to the fullest,
No.
but
He was
got-
just living life. It was just life in
all right.
general.
Sweet. There's something. What was I going to tell you after this?
channel 1 on.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, so
Alright. Wrap
I
it up.
mean,
Any
alright,
advice to the the folks out there?
the people?
Stay tuned.
What if this is the last time we see Max though? He hits it in the big league.
It won't, because I'm going to follow his ass. Best believe I'm going to follow his ass.
Like, imagine we're like, hey, bro, when you gonna come back?
I'm going to be Guillermo, following him everywhere. He won't be able to escape me.
Okay. But any last words, Luis?
Stay toxic like Max.
And like me, don't be toxic. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the ending of a trilogy with Maximus Prime, aka Max
Peoples.
Peoples. What's your last name, Max?
Maximus Peeples, yeah.
Oh, is that
It's
really your
Peoples,
last
yeah.
name? What?
Why does nobody believe that?
No one believes that my first name is Maximus. No one believes that my last name is Peeples. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Peoples?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I couldn't believe it either when I
It
knew
sounds like a stage name, doesn't it?
It does.
Maximus Peoples.
Maximus People. Okay, so, aka Maximus People.
With an S on the end, Peeples. What are you saying, Brian? Oh, where's this going?
Say it, Brian. I think you should say it.
He said that's a porn star name. Maximus Peoples. I mean, shoot. All the baddies you get. I can see him later. He's going to be the next director. He's going to be the guy behind the
Oh,
camera.
hell no. I can't imagine him doing that.
Yo, if you actually really need a
You
real
came
life
in the
sex
wrong
scene,
spot. We got to do
I'm
that
your guy.
again. Could you imagine that?
We gotta cut this. We gotta cut
Yeah, we
this.
got to cut.
Okay, we'll cut it. All right, so, I'm gonna... Okay, yeah, I'll cut it.
No, I don't care.
Okay, I'll just cut off till I say a porn star name.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, like I was saying, thanks Maximus Prime, aka
always a pleasure, bro.
Maximus People, for coming on the podcast. The ending of a trilogy. It was a nice ride, I can't believe it was a year.
Oh, shit.
Over a year and a half.
Over a year.
Damn, bro. So you're going to be gone?
I'll be here for this summer, but yeah, in the August I'll be gone. I'll be gone till next.
So I guess music video next year.
Check us out. Grab the mic.
All right. Alrighty then. Thank you very much, man. All right. Thank you, Max.
Okay,
Oh.
so channel 109.
Bro, you got